You're welcome back. Spring Delight is still the program. Thank you for staying here with us. And before we went on that short break, we told you earlier that, yeah, we will be talking about energy. We'll be talking about these categories that we've heard in the last couple of months of. I'm not sure if probably I had heard about Band A, Band B, or Band W before now. What's the difference? What does this mean? And how can we be more enlightened concerning this? And majorly, improving the energy sector here in our dear state, because I know a couple of years ago, give it to Osun State, it was more like a 24/7 thing when it comes to power supply.
Yes.
But yeah, we know how there's been some issues from the national grid. But what do we need to know? How enlightened are you concerning these varieties of band that has just been put into the air this moment in time? And joining us via Zoom is the Senior Communications Officer, IBEDC, Osun Region. It's a pleasure to have you, Ms. Kikelomo Owoeye. Good morning to you, ma.
Good morning, Tunde. How are you?
Very well, and you?
Good morning.
I'm fine. Good morning.
You look very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure is ours. Please help us out, and let's get to this. Let's assess the strategic efforts of IBEDC in tackling the electricity challenges that we have now. What are we doing? And we need, consumers need to, they seem not to really understand the classification in tariff. Can you please help us out to clarify this? What should we know about this tariff distribution? What does this mean? Please help us out.
I would say I want to start from the history of service reflective tariff. That is what it is.
Okay.
Service reflective tariff. In some quarters, it's called service-based tariff. It was implemented in September 1st, 2020 by the federal government. So service reflective tariff is not new. It has been for past, 4 or 5 years ago. So service reflective tariff is not new to us. So, but that was when we started with the ban thing. Before then, what happens about the tariff is that all the customers were all on the same flat rate as in the tariff rate as at then. Either you're enjoying the supply for 20 hours, 24 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours. Everybody was paying the same tariff rate. That was why the federal government then thought that it is better for the customers to pay, to get value for what they are paying, they are using. So they rather prefer that those that are enjoying the supply more should pay more than those who are not actually enjoying it more, as much as they are doing. So, and one of the reasons was that to actually ensure that the power sector is getting enough money to actually fund the necessary obsolete infrastructure and to upgrade all the infrastructure and the system put together. So service reflective tariff has been in place for since 2020. Coming to the different bands, it was under the service reflective tariff that we had the bands from band A to E. So band A, meaning of the bands are, band A means that customers enjoying supply for the minimum of 20 hours. Band B is their customers enjoying supply for the minimum of 16 hours. While band C are those who are enjoying supply for the minimum of 12 hours. And band D, customers that are enjoying supply at the minimum of 8 hours. While band E are customers that are enjoying supply at a minimum of 4 hours per day. So, and when they did that, NEC was also in conjunction with this through NEC, through federal government, to monitor the processes. And what they were monitoring was that they want to know if the disco was actually keeping to the tab that was given to them. And if they are not getting, they give us then like 3 months to see if we're meeting up with the hourly availability. If they're not meeting up at the particular feeder, then they downgrade such feeders to where they know that the capacity of the infrastructure can actually take. So that was it about service reflective tariff, how it came to be. So it's not new.
Okay. So how do we calculate units for electricity bill? How do we calculate our units? How do we know?
It's into two parts.
Okay.
Basically now, we have prepaid customers.
Okay.
Those are the customers making use of prepaid meters. That is pay as you go. So whatever they want to consume, they buy their units, their energy, input it on their meters, and they consume it. For the postpaid customers, those are the ones that receive bills. So what is obtainable for them is, for those who have meters on the postpaid, the units that they consume will be calculated. For instance, if you've consumed, let's say, 100 units, and you are on the, let's say, band B, that's 67 naira 25 kobo. So that means per unit, per kilowatt, will be calculated with that. And once you get, that will be 6,000 plus, but that you have to calculate the VAT, 7.5% VAT will be deducted. So that is how it's being calculated. So the other part are the customers who are not metered. We have the unmetered customers who receive bills. So we have what is called capping billing, which is approved by NEC through the federal government. So every feeder, we call them feeder, that's, let me use a layman's language, the lines, the network that supplies electricity to their own base from the control room. It's called feeder. So the feeder that feeds them, they've already assigned a particular unit to every feeder. So it doesn't have to be maybe a community now. It has to be with the feeder. So each feeder, for instance, if a feeder is giving a unit of, let's say, 120 units, the unmetered customer will be billed based on that capping unit on a monthly basis. So that is how it's being done. That is a way to just eradicate what is called estimated billing, so to speak.
All right, Piero, let's move further because of the want of time here. Naturally, yes, there are times we have issues from the national grid where, there's always a breakdown or thereabout. But what is IBEDC doing to improve electricity supply to us here in Osun State?
IBEDC is one of the 11 discos we have in Nigeria. And our function is not, is just to provide supply to the customers. It's the national grid now. What we get and give to the customers is a function of what we get from the national grid. So to improve supply is just what we can do on our own part is that if there are faults, let's say probably local faults or faults on the lines, so that it won't be prolonged. What we need to do is to be proactive about it and be reactive and be responsive in good time when there are faults or there are issues on the line. That's what we can do. But in providing or generating electricity, the responsibility lies with the national grid, which is the generation company of Nigeria. And we have over like 21 in Nigeria. So when they give the energy to the transmission company of Nigeria, the transmission now share out the energy to all the 11 discos we have in Nigeria, which IBEDC happens to be one of them. So what we can do as a company is that whenever there are faults, when we are contacted, we ensure that we move as fast as possible to ensure that we reduce the outage period, the outage time, so that the customers can actually enjoy the electricity and not keep them in a prolonged outage for a very, very long time.
Okay.
So what is the difference between a single phase meter and a three-phase meter here in Nigeria?
Okay. There are two. Those are the two categories of meters that we actually have under the prepaid.
Okay.
We have them in those analog meters too. Then, what it means is that we do what we call a technical evaluation whenever a customer wants to apply for a meter.
Okay.
We want to take the capacity load of the electrical appliances that the customer is using,
okay,
or to know the capability of of whatever they want to consume. So in that wise, that will give us an idea of the kind of meter that can actually work for that premises.
Oh yeah.
So if they're not consuming so much, then they can be assigned with a single phase meter.
Okay.
But if they consume heavily, they can be advised to get a 3-phase meter. But if it comes to companies like, say, manufacturing companies, industries, they have an industrial meters that they use. We call them MD meters.
Okay.
So, and they are in different capacities. So meters are in different places because of the quantum of loads or energy,
yes,
or consumption of the customers. Okay. That is the determinant of the kind of meters the customer will need.
Please, a very quick one. How long does it take to get a prepaid meter?
I want to say this quickly. Presently,
okay,
the portal to apply is closed, but we're expecting that we should get a directive from NEC to open the portal when every arrangement is put in place to start selling the meters again to the customers. But be that as it may, the time varies. The time, I would say, varies depending on what and where the situation of things. But normally, we always say that we count from when the customer makes payment and the payment is being confirmed. From the time the customer makes payment and the payment is confirmed, within 10 working days, 10 days probably, because at the time it was 10 working days, okay, later it was 10 days.
Oh.
So that's what I said, with time, policies change, things change. So as at the last time we had a map, it was within 10 days. So we don't know what is going to come up for the next process that is going to come out.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. As we allow you to go gradually here, I'm going to make this like a 2-in-1 question for you. What information would you like to pass across to the public? And what's your parting word to all your consumers here in Osun State?
First of all, I want to appreciate our customers in Osun State. Despite the challenges we experienced in the early days of the year, concerning the decrease in gas and the challenges about power supply, they were supportive. Despite there were so little issues, we were able to come together and discuss. I want to appreciate them. And another thing I want to advise our people, that they should please take responsibility when it comes to paying your bills and doing your part. And if you have any complaint at all, please visit our offices near to you to lodge your complaint and let us know so that we can settle things amicably. It is very important. And we want us to say no to vandalism, no to energy theft, and we should be safety conscious. It is very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure speaking with the Senior Communications Officer, IBEDC, Osun Region, Ms. Kikelomo Owoeye. Thank you for your very hard work. And please, I want to be on band A to Z all together join.
You know, from my analysis, I actually thought I belonged to band C. I never knew I was band E.
Okay.
There's no band in Oshogo, so to speak.
It's better now. Thumbs up to you.
ABC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And you too. Thank you.
That was a beautiful parting word anyway, because we want to believe police is your friend, even NEPA is IBEDC is your friend too.
Absolutely your friend.
You know, so you don't have to make them like an enemy. You can always settle things amicably, just like she said.
Thank you once again, Mrs. Kikelomo. Yeah, all right, we'll just take a very short break, and when we come back, yes, government is sitting down with us at this moment in time, and as much as IBEDC is on the federal level, what is the state government doing when it comes to, in terms of energy, in making sure that, hey, you and I have constant electricity? And I'm so glad that she said it, that that's one of the reasons why she's here. Join us very shortly. It's still Spring Delight from Western Spring Television.
We'll be back.
Welcome back, and thank you for being here with us. At this moment in time, just as we rightly said, yeah, we just finished speaking with the Senior Communications Officer of Osun Region when it comes to IBEDC, Ms. Kikelomo, and in the house with us at this moment in time as well, we have the singular honor of being joined by the Special Advisor to His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Senator Asiwaju, yeah, I think that has to be put properly now that we need to get used to that. Asiwaju, Ademola, Jackson Nurudin, Adeleke on energy matters. And yes, you know, our governor is actually a man full of energy as well. Indeed. So it's a pleasure to have Ajao, Hauwa, Ahmed, Folake in the house. Hajiya, thank you for taking time out to be with us.
Yeah.
And I hope you brought the energy, ma.
I'm here with the energy.
100.
Good. First of all, I know most of the government workers, officials who are with His Excellency, you first of all want to say it's never too late to say happy birthday again.
I'm going to say that.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Western Spring TV.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
Pleasure.
My first message to my principal, I used to call him my principal.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to wish him happy birthday, wishing him long life and prosperity.
Amen.
And also wants to say congratulations to him, the Asiwaju of my town, Asiwaju of Ede land. May his reign be pleased with Ede people.
Amen.
May Allah give him strength, long life, to wear the shoe of the Asiwaju till when he's older than his great-grandfathers.
Amen.
May Allah be pleased with him.
Amen.
And may the government of Osun be under his reign, be comfort more than it is.
Amen.
Amen.
The people of Osun State.
Amen.
Congratulations, my principal, Asiwaju of Ede land, the Mole of our town.
Yes, sir.
The Mole of our time. I'm Hauwa Ahmed. His essay on energy. And I'm here to say a little about energy under my ministry. Osun, by the grace of God, we're going to have energy as expected, more than even expected.
Fantastic.
From the government of Osun State.
Good to know.
Yeah, we're going to have, because the federal government has given us the capacity, the ability, and the right to make things easy for our people, ourselves. Mr. Governor is going to do all he could to make sure that we have energy in Osun State, either from the national grid or from alternative ways, which we have been putting in place.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to depend on the national grid alone. There are a lot of sources which we have started looking into, so that we could have other alternative energy in Osun State.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to depend on the national grid alone. We can see what is happening. And as time goes on, a lot of havoc may even happen from the national grid. So definitely it's good at the right time. The federal government has given us right to have our ways.
Alternatives.
Yeah, alternative ways. So we are looking into to improve towards solar energies. And we have started putting things in place. And I want to assure Osun people that they can see what Mr. Governor is doing. And definitely, his name is Imole. And that Imole is going to show in Osun. Although he has setting up a committee to look towards this present national grid of routine, the IBEDC, there is a committee already set up to look towards that. At the same time, we're trying to put in our own Osun electricity bill.
Oh, great.
Which has been passed by the ESCO this last Wednesday, and they are taking it to the House of Assembly for their own passing. And I want to assure Osun people that by the time the law is being passed, definitely Osun people will be grateful and be happy with what the law is going to say.
Yes.
For them, because the law is going to speak for the masses.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's not going to be business as usual with the national grid.
Okay.
Yeah. Osun government is going to stand as a lawyer for his people and defend his people's rights so that we can have, they'll have at least, for instance, I want to give sample, the bills that is being given to us is atrocious. Yes.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's atrocious. Even myself,
Oh,
I can testify to it. And we don't even know how they bill it. But there is going to be a committee that is going to be looking towards the bills.
dissemination.
Yes, that is being given to the people. And under that law, I want the law to come out before I'll be saying much about it, but the law is going to is in favor of the masses.
Of course.
Yes.
Good.
Is in favor of the masses of Osun State.
Good.
So that you can have value for your money. In my shop, if in a month, presently I'm spending over 35,000 naira to purchase a light. I'm even confused, I'm worried that what is this?
What am I selling now?
Yes, I don't even really understand.
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you now ask her that how do we calculate the unit?
Yes.
All she just said, well, they know their terms, but to the
So a layman.
yeah, we don't really understand what is happening. And before the twinkle of our eyes, the light is off. So we need to know. And that is why by the time the law comes out, when we have right to ask questions
Yes, right.
from them, and when they give us explanation, then we can be able to disengage it to our people. A layman can bring his viral and said, okay, I'm buying this so price of light. How many, what am I using? So there's going to be an educative section
Exactly,
for the
ma'am.
people to know if you have 2-3 lights in your house, how many units are you using? So that there will not be cheating. Because to me, I don't want to put that language cheating. I don't really understand.
Yeah.
So we need to know how to do the calculation on our own. And that is why Mr. Governor is there. And you can see Mr. Governor went to Ibadan to meet the IBEDC management to know what is happening. And after that, he set up a committee.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Osun State Power Reform Committee,
Okay.
and which we're on. The committee have started meeting to see what is going to come out. But aside that, so we have an alternative way to the light of Osun.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that is the energy. We're talking about the reform energy of which is going to be like solar energies. Anybody could afford it. Everybody can afford it.
Should be able to.
Should be able to afford it because it's just because we are all too used to national grid electricity.
Okay.
No. There are some solar energies that can power your house for 24 hours, not even 20, 18, 15 they are talking about. And it doesn't cost much, but we are not aware of it.
Awareness.
Yeah, there is no awareness. So everybody depends on national grid, no. And that is why I'm happy as the federal government have said they should go and do it state by state. And Mr. Governor has taken the charge to make sure that he has comfort for his people in Osun State. And definitely there's going to be light in Osun.
Ajia, let's Jeeves, let's look at because
Please, first of all, let me first of all say a big thank you to you, Ajia, because you
honestly.
almost took out a whole lot of questions. You made us to just keep calm and explain a whole lot to us. I want to say a very big thank you to that.
Thank you so
ma'am.
much. Yeah, because it's bringing, for me, even though this is something that is going through scrutiny at the moment,
Okay.
I am foreseeing that, wow, if this comes into play,
Because
it's going to be much more investors
Yes,
coming
now,
into.
then imagine a
the state.
layman who is not educated, you know, and he can afford to hold a pen and a paper and he can calculate his light and all. So, yes, beautiful.
Now, yeah, at this moment in time, this is one of the numerous things Mr. Governor and his administration is planning here in our dear state here. Are there other things the citizens should be? Because we are Oliver Twist. We always want more of this. And looking at how this will be implemented, is it through the private, the PPP, private-public partnership, collaboration, or are we still going to be relying on foreign contractors to come in to put all this in place for us? As sons and daughters of this state, there are so many great talents here as well. Is Mr. Governor, is his administration thinking towards that direction to at least putting in some of us in Osun State into this as well?
Yeah, if you can see presently,
yes,
since the inception of this government, Mr. Governor made a promise during his campaign that Osun money is going to be for Osun, and Osun people can testify to it now. All the works that has been done by this present administration, by Mr. Governor, it is done by mostly indigenous contractors.
Beautiful.
Yeah, indigenous contractors. You can go and find out by yourself.
That's good.
We have it on indigenous contractors.
Beautiful.
Osun money is for Osun. Like Mr. Governor just said, presently, up to now, our government is getting to 2 years. You can see the performance of the governor. He has not borrowed a penny, and work is going. Where do we get the money? It's because there is no more capital flight in Osun State. Our money remains here with us. And we are using our talented children from different fields to do the work. And they are the ones on site. And in terms of this energy of a team,
yes, ma'am.
Apart from we're going to have PPR, as you said,
yes,
with our children, Osun State children that are on that lane, that are on the field, that knows they have anything that could make Osun great on this energy issue, they can come on board, come to the ministry, tell us what you have for Osun, tell us how you want us to do it. Then we'll collaborate together. We are not bringing outsiders. They are going to be insiders. Like we've just designed a program, we're going to train our children.
Okay, ma'am.
Both women and men, young talented ones, on energy reforms, how they could generate a lot of things for themselves. In our ministry, we want to train people on how to use waste products.
Yeah, to recycle
them
and do a lot of things.
And do a lot of things. And we have started putting the plans together by the order of the Mr. Governor that we're going to train our children to have a lot of things to do with energy. And the solar energy of a team.
Okay, ma'am.
There was a time we were in Abuja for a seminar, and they gave us, we met with some people. They said we have solar energy sisters, and we are going to train our women. I'm not biased. We want to train women on how to generate, to use solar energy to empower themselves, most especially in our rural areas, where the national grid is not even there at all.
It's failing.
Yeah, it's failing. Some of them, they don't even have it. But we want to train them how to use solar energy to make their daily needs and also be useful to them in their various places. And our ministry is going to do trainings and make sure that our youths have the ideas of using this energy to make means of life, and also to make sure that they will be the one the government will be using to do the energy stuffs. We are not bringing outsiders. We want to do training. We are going to train our children to know how to
the
use
rudiments,
Yes, they are going to be the one to use. Then the PPR of a team we are trying to do, because we are looking towards having, at least if the national grid is giving us 10, 15 hours, we want to have a setback whereby, you know, Osun is not an industrialization town.
State.
State.
We're going to get there.
Yeah, we're going to get there. So if we have enough electricity in Osun, this will enhance a lot of people to want to come to Osun State.
Definitely.
To have their businesses.
Definitely.
And that is why we are not going to play with the energy.
With
stuff.
power.
Yeah, the power of a team. Lagos, Ibadan is because they're having electricity. People would like to go there to have their businesses run there. So, but in Osun too wants to make sure that we have that in place. And Mr. Governor is ready to support whoever has any plans that can improve energy in Osun State. We are ready to take. Yeah, we are ready. We are waiting to have any ideas that can improve. Apart from our own idea,
we are open to more ideas.
Yeah, we are open to more ideas to make sure that energy stays in Osun State.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Ma. I'm going to ask you, Dick, do you think there's been a robust partnership between the government and electricity distribution company? The situation which they, like this light thing, the problems of not having light and all. Is there that alliance between the government and the IBEDC?
That's exactly what the governor has just done. He has just constituted a committee to have a robust meeting between the government, IBEDC.
So they can work hand in hand?
So that we can work hand in hand. And with the meeting, we just hold the first meeting.
Okay, ma'am.
With them. And as time goes on, we have not reached where we are going with them because we just started the meeting. It was on the 6th of last month that the governor went to Ibadan, and after he comes back, he makes the committee to come in place, and the committee definitely will going to bring out what is going to give us good results.
Definitely.
If it needs for us to even go, apart from going, Mr. Governor, apart from going to Ibadan, to go to the national, he wouldn't mind to go if needs be. But I believe we are going to have a collaboration and a good understanding with them. But we are not going to compromise the light of our people in Osun State with them who won't.
Wow. I think I better start dancing because that's it. Once the power supply is there,
it makes a lot of things easier.
Right. Ajao, it's time because I know what it looks like. Our time is fast spent. We would like to thank you most sincerely. Please extend our deepest appreciation to His Excellency, and that we here on behalf of our CEO, Dr. Femi Adefila, we're wishing him a happy birthday in arrears, and we say congratulations to him on his installation as well. We have been speaking with the special advisor to His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, on energy matters. It's a pleasure having Hajiya, Hauwa, Ahmed, Folake with us. She's looking 16, but then thank you for taking time off, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you. And before I go, I would like to say to comprehend the working of the Mr. Governor. Since our inception,
okay, ma'am.
Presently, we've given out over 25 transformers to different communities in Osun State. And more are still coming.
Okay.
Wow. Yes, more are still coming. Yeah. And we have the list of all the local governments, the towns that has been given, and more is still coming. Mr. Governor is still going to do more.
More transformers are coming.
We are not going to relent on making sure that we have light in Osun. Because his name is Light, and definitely there has to be light in Osun.
Definitely.
Ajia, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Wow.
She's adorable.
Thank you for being here. All right, and that's what it looks like in this first or second segment of the show. When we return after this very short break, a young man from Osun State had just made history.
Yes, he did.
In just a couple of days ago, reading for over 210 hours.
Yes.
Reading aloud. It was a readathon. Osun, we are doing so great. Indeed. We'll be having him join us here very shortly after we take this short commercial break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Here we go again. And thank you for staying with us right here. Spring Delight is still the program. And we'd like to say a big thank you to the special advisor to the governor on energy matters right here in Osun State, Hajiya Folake. Thank you for taking time out with us on the show. At this juncture, history, let me just put it that way. History was made a couple of days ago by an Osun indigene. And I'm trying to claim Osun. I think at this point in time, probably after many years, I can become an Osun citizen.
A son of the soil.
I love it when history is being made. And he made history a couple of days ago doing the Guinness World Record was made via his read-a-thon competition. And wow, he read aloud for over 200 hours. If he has to sit for any exam, he should pass. Because honestly, if he couldn't have read for that long, everything must have stored and stuck.
Right? So it's a different person right
honestly,
now. He should be spitting out books from his mouth.
I just hope he can speak loud because if his voice is not choky or if he's not too tired. But it's a pleasure. When then he was here before he began that history making, but now he has made history. He's back here. I know he's back here to say thank you to you out there for that massive support. Samson Ajao, the Guinness World Record holder for the read-a-thon, marathon read-a-thon, is in house.
Good morning.
Good morning, Samson.
Yeah, good morning.
Wow.
Good morning, madam.
See book flying out of your head.
Is there? Well done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for making this happen for us in Nigeria and in Osun State in particular. Now, how do you feel, first of all?
Well, I feel so great. I feel so excited. You know, it has been a wonderful journey, a spectacular one. And I would say that wouldn't have been possible without the massive support of the people. And I would say I'm very fulfilled right now because...
You should be.
Yes.
You should be.
We've writing history together.
You did.
Yes. And I'm particular about the students and the people that came around. You know, I can see it that we are inspiring the new generations already, and that's a fantastic one. I'm very, very happy right now.
When you started this journey, for me, some people will like, there are people whereby they will start, but they won't get to the finish line. When you started this journey, did you foresee at any time that, can I do this? Will I be able to finish this? Was it that challenging?
Well, it is a serious challenge, but of course, I have the mental readiness.
Right.
So
right.
I know I'm going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
I know it is going to be tiring at some point in time, but, you know, the energy of the people keep me going. So
wow.
with them, I was able to achieve.
Thank you, Osun people. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Honestly, thank you to you for that energy as well.
So how did you feel having people from different walks of life, come there to cheer you on and tell you, just to cheer you on? How did that feel to you?
I would say that's the fuel, that drives me.
That was the motivation.
That was the motivation, seeing people around day, night, midnight, every time people are around cheering me up. Even, at some point in time, I don't even know, maybe I can't see anything again.
Wow.
I was changing materials, like, what's happening? So I'm looking for materials that have, all these big fonts.
Yeah, right, that you could see clearly.
I was changing materials, changing books. It's so tiring, but fantastic, challenging. But, the people are there. The people are there from every corners, from every walks of life, home and abroad.
You're right.
People are there.
All right, so just hold on. Now, let's take you back to the moment history was made, while history was being made and while it was made right here on Spring Delight. Let's take a look at that.
That it can transfer it to other environments and points of power. It is only called a curriculum.
Ajao receives 215-hour reading aloud record. Nigerians have been regulars on the Guinness World Record attendance with Toby Amuson, Ildabasi, the chess master Tunde Onokoya, among others, bagging bragging rights for the nation. Similarly, another Nigerian, Samson, Ajao, has put the country on a trailblazing path as he achieved a 215-hour reading aloud. Samson Ajao, a former president of Osun State Polytechnic, IRE, started the challenge on 6th May 2024 at Adalag Hotel's Conference Hall in Osogbo, Osun State. The reader turned hero while appreciating the support system advised other youths to also be committed to whatever they do.
I want to say that today I'm happy, and the only reason is that why I've done this is to inspire the youth, the students, the peoples, and the generation yet unborn.
Wife to the Osun State Governor, Ngozi Adeleke, in an interview, expressed the joy seeing one of the Osun State youths being a world record breaker. She added by appreciating the parents of the hero for giving their all to make their child educated, of which today is a world record breaker.
An Osun youth, if you ask me, is a Osunite. My own youth is a Nigerian youth. He's a record breaker today. Am I right? Yes. Today, he has broken the Guinness record of longest reading marathon record today, and we are proud of him. I'm very, very, very proud of him, and I guess all my youths here too are proud of him, and I know wherever my husband is too, he is proud of him. All Osun State people are proud of him.
The current holder, Sabia Özekov from Boza, Turkey, completed a 124-hour readathon in September 2022. Also chairing him was Osun State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, students from the Osun State Polytechnic, IRE, among others. Tijesunimi Ogunsheye, Western Spring Television News.
Thank you, Tijesu, there. And there you go. Massive support, massive one there. How long have you thought about this, of doing something like this before now?
Well, it has always been part of me to inspire people. So doing different things to inspire people, motivate people. And I think this is the right time to do something like this to inspire people. Because you cannot really do something without influencing people to do even better than you.
Fair enough.
I think this is a challenging time for Nigeria, even for the world as a whole.
Definitely.
And I am aware that when you read, you are equipped with solutions, with ideas to tackle challenges. So, okay, let's do this and make changes. Let's put Nigeria on the map that, no, in every walk of life, we are the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. What next for Samson now?
Well, the journey has started, you know. We are planning something big, but of course, it is with the support of the people that we can achieve that. We embark on something very soon, and it is about taking reading culture, reading habit to each school.
Okay.
So we are on that, and with the support of the people, I'm very sure we are going to achieve that.
Wow.
Since you've beaten the Guinness Book of Records, what have you been doing? I just want to know. I mean, your voice is obviously not clear yet. You need to talk less now. So what have you been doing really, like, since then?
There is no time to rest. There is no time to sleep.
No, you need to. You need to take a chill.
Yes, but this moment, when you sleep, when you rest too much, you can lose touch of the reality. That is something that you have to put into action. When you don't put into action, you just continue dreaming. And when you have a dream, it is even something that doesn't allow you to sleep.
Fair enough.
You want to make it, come to reality. So we have been putting plans together,
in place.
Everything with the team. The team are still on standby. So we are, in a few days, we'll be at the execution stage.
Wow.
Kickstart something really
Something new.
Something new.
Before we allow you go, before we call it a wrap on the show, what's your message to the younger generation, and most especially at a time like this where the reading culture isn't something too palatable at this point in time?
I would say two things. You know, number one thing is that our youth, our students, our people should engage in reading. Extensive one.
Okay.
Don't just stay around the four wall of your classroom. You have to go beyond that, think outside the box, do something new, be innovative. And another thing is beyond reading, beyond education. What is more important again is that you have to have this self-belief.
Self-belief, self-determination.
Very important. Because when you have an idea that is very big, when you tell people I want to do this, you say, are you crazy?
Yeah, right.
They give you 1,001 reasons
why you can't do it.
You can't do it. But when you have that self-belief, you have the idea, I can do this thing. When you start, just start, people will come. When they see that, oh, this is going to happen, really,
it's going to work,
they will come. The support will come. The support will come.
So that is a take home.
Yeah.
People are going to have 1,001 reasons as to why you can't do it, but not stopping is the goal.
Samson, Ajao, congratulations once again.
Thanks very much.
And it's always nice to know that something is in the offing. I don't know how to challenge you naturally.
I was going to ask you that. What do you think you can do to challenge?
I'll sing. I want to sing for over 300 hours.
Oh my goodness.
I need a backup. Maybe she's going to back me up. So by the time we keep singing together, we'll make history.
Right?
You have my support.
Oh, thank you.
Number one support is here. So gradually we'll gather momentum.
Get there.
All right, then. Thank you most sincerely. Where's Samson? Where in Osun State are you from?
From Iwo.
Iwo?
Yes.
Wow. And how do they feel in the world right now?
They are very happy. They are very proud.
They should be.
They are very proud.
Oh my goodness. Are they probably thinking of giving you a chieftaincy title?
Okay.
Well, we wish you the very best, my brother. And thank you for making us proud and showing to the world that, yes, great things can come out from here as well. Please keep on keeping on. The sky is the beginning. I know when we get to heaven, you continue reading for us as well.
I don't understand.
It's all good. All right. Samson Ajao, Amo, rather.
No,
it's Ajao.
Oh, Samson Ajao is a Guinness Book of Record holder for the readathon, marathon readathon for 215 hours.
Yeah.
Man. I'm just kind of like.
I feel it shouldn't be talking right now. I feel it should just keep mom and just
for the next 1 week.
I tell you to just rejuvenate and all that. It's so good to see him up and about.
The day you finished and the record was made.
What was the first thing he did?
What was it that you did?
Straight away.
Straight away, at the point that the people can't 51, 52.
See, they got to.
Yes, and I had that. 2015, I first went to my parents.
Oh, beautiful.
Your grandparents this time?
Yes, my grandparents are there. My parents
were there too.
Oh, beautiful.
I went to them to, prostrate and say a very big thank you. And I went to the wife of the governor and the commissioner for youth to say a big thank you to them. There's not even time to
even jubilate or anything.
So they grabbed me immediately and people were, wow. So the media,
yeah, we took time out.
People come around and we have short interview.
You know, when I interviewed you previously, we spoke about you being physically fit and all that. Was there a need at some point for them to come take care of you, especially maybe first aid or anything like that? Or you were all set and put together?
Throughout the period, we have doctors, medical personnel on ground. They just always check me.
Is he good?
You are good.
It's needed.
You are good. You just need some rest. I say, okay, thank you. So, when you it's all about mindset.
Yeah, it is.
The mind controls almost every part of the body. Even when you are tired. When your mind is not tired, you are not tired. I would say I was very, very tired.
Yes, you were, right?
I want to sleep. I wanted to sleep, but my mind was not sleeping.
Like, you're not done.
I'm not done. So I just know it's not over until it's over.
Nice one.
So
It is not.
Good.
I know there's quite a whole lot of people you want to appreciate for the massive support,
Yeah.
aside from the general support that you got from everybody.
Yes, let me start from this, from where you are.
Western
So
Spring Television.
Western Spring Television, I want to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And of course, the wife of the governor, Chief Mrs. Ngosirilu Adeleke, she made it possible. Without her support, we might not be able to, have this in Osun State. Of course, we have it somewhere else, but in Osun, we made it possible here. Adolak Investment, group company, they did very well. Their support was very, very massive. Osun State Polytechnic, the management, the governing council, the alumni, the students, they are very, very wonderful. Lagelu Grammar School Boys Association, Fresh FM, they did well. Jagba Channel, they did well. Every other people, home and abroad, the team, I give it to them.
Yeah, you
they
should.
Are wonderful. They are wonderful.
Well
In
done.
fact, they made me realize that there is nothing that we cannot do.
Absolutely.
When you come around, you will see the settings, we will think we employ some experts from somewhere.
Yeah, right, I saw.
No. These are guys that we are together on the campus then. And
Wow.
they did very well. So they made me proud, and I was like, wow. With this, we are very talented in Nigeria.
Absolutely, we are.
Yes, we are.
There's nothing we cannot do. Just put people under little professional training, and
You're good to
we
go.
are good to go.
Samson,
I thank everybody.
once again, thank you, and congratulations to you as well. It's a pleasure having you join us on set as well. And we know it's not going to be the last. When other things come, we'll always have cause to have you join us as well.
I don't want to say very big thank you for not being too busy for us, because you're a different person now. So thank you for coming.
My player.
That's the size of the show for today.
Definitely.
And I want to thank you for watching, for being there with us as well. Thank you to the entire transmission team, a very amiable and hardworking producer, directors, the camera team, everybody. Thank you for being here. And to our guests from Miss Owoeye to Ajia, Folake, and not forgetting
Samson, Ajao.
Guinness World Record holder,
Yes.
Samson, Ajao. Tunde Idowu is my name. We'll see you next week, Saturday, God willing. You can follow me on X at Irresistible TD. I love you so much.
Ajibike Anjorin-Ojo. Follow me on our social media platform at simply_@James, and I'm going to be right back at you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Bye.